Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 711.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to take a little pause from the heavy-duty financial stuff, and we're going to work a little bit more on mindset. We're going to do a mindset minute because I know that things are really stressful right now. People are really feeling it. And I just felt like this was the time to sort of pause, take a little time out of some of the financial stuff, the stock market things, and let's just talk about how you're feeling and what you're focused on, and maybe just resetting your mindset a little bit, because sometimes you just need to take care of yourself. You know, a lot of times we are focused on taking care of others, and it's very easy to put ourselves last. And what happens is we get exhausted, we get worn down, we get tired, and then it makes it hard for us to really be there when we want to be there for other people because we're feeling worn out. So I just want to encourage you to take some care of yourself, to not feel guilty about it, to not feel like that's wrong or it's selfish. It's not. You are an important person, whether you live by yourself or whether you have a family, or whether you're taking care of your parents or children or whatever your situation is. What's important is that you look after your own mental health. And these times are challenging times mentally for everyone. There's just so much stress happening, and it's easy to just feel beaten down. So just like they tell you on the plane when you fly to put the mask on yourself and get the oxygen first so you can take care of others, you really need to think about what you need to feel better, what you need to feel okay. Do you need to just go outside for a walk? Maybe you need to go out by yourself for a walk. Maybe you just need to sit in the sun for 10 minutes and soak in some vitamin D, because it can be very stressful depending on what your circumstances are. There's a lot of money going out. There's still expenses that have to be paid, and sometimes there's no money coming in, or maybe even worse, maybe you've been furloughed or laid off and you don't know what your future is. And there's not really anything you can do about it right now. So you need to give yourself a break, be kind to yourself, and really start to think about your resolve that you are going to come out of this stronger and better than ever. Because a lot of what happens is how we decide it's going to happen in terms of how we deal with difficult times. We can't always be in control of what's going to happen, but we can direct our thoughts, and those thoughts are really important. And this is the time to really grab a hold of your thoughts, because we're pretty much right in the worst of it about now. I mean, this is the chasm. This is the height of uncertainty. This is where we're going back. We're making another transition to go back to work, open up the economy. There's a lot of unknowns and there's a lot of fear around that. So this is a time that can bring up lots of anxiety. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to share with you an email that I wrote and sent out to people on my email list this week about hope and encouragement, because I really think everybody could use a little more hope and encouragement. So here's what I said. These are challenging times, times that try your soul. Whatever circumstances you find yourself in right now, I want to give you hope and encouragement. You might feel scared or angry or frustrated. This is something that is shaking people to their core, and survival instincts are kicking in to buy food and for self-protection. Fear levels are high, and so is uncertainty. And here's what I want to remind you of right now. You have more power than you think. You can choose to get caught up in the primal fear coming over you and imagine yourself in the worst possible scenario, failing miserably. Or you can choose to imagine something really good coming after this. It's up to you. It's been proven that most of the things we fear never happen. Without directing our thoughts, it's easy for our mind to go to a worst-case scenario. I'm going to encourage you not to do that. Instead, go to an imaginary place that is so much better than where you were. It's like you made a giant leap forward. Think about that. When I first started learning about the power of the mind, Napoleon Hill really struck me with this quote: "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Let me say that again. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. I found that advice to be true. It's pretty easy to daydream and conceive. It's the believing part that tripped me up. But I realized believing is simply repetition. Repetition solidifies the thought into a belief. A simple exercise of repeating statements will build the belief that you need to achieve your dreams. Here are some sample statements you might try. Opportunity is all around me. Opportunity is all around me. I'm going to emerge from this stronger than ever. I'm going to emerge from this stronger than ever. I make good decisions. I make good decisions. My finances will recover and soar. My finances will recover and soar. There is a bright future ahead, and I'm getting closer to it one step at a time. There's a bright future ahead, and I'm getting closer to it one step at a time. And finally, good things are coming my way. Good things are coming my way. You may not have all of the answers now, but you will get through this. Better times are ahead. This too shall pass. So that was my email that I sent out this week. And I'd love to have you on my email list if that's something that you're interested in hearing from me on a weekly basis. Usually once a week on Thursday, I send out an email. Sometimes it's a financial email. Sometimes it's a mindset email. I try to decide whatever it is I think you might need to hear from me that week. So if that's something you want, you can go to my website at lindapjones.com and sign up for it. You'll get the pop-up on the website and just put your name and email address in, and of course it's free. But either way, I want to encourage you to get yourself into a position where you can come out of this better than ever before. So, you really don't need it, but in case you do, I'm giving you permission to be good to yourself and to take care of yourself first. That's going to ensure that you're healthy and strong and feeling good and able to do all the things you need to do for yourself and for anyone else who might depend on you. These are difficult times, and the emotional side of this is really difficult, and people react very differently. So I just want to encourage you to take it one step at a time. Sometimes it's one very small step at a time, but moving forward, trying to stay a little positive, finding the bright spots or a little bit of joy can go a long way. I just wanted to share that message with you. There will be a day when things are much, much better, and we'll get through this. And there's tons and tons of opportunity right around the corner. So hang in there, treat yourself right, and know that you are special and you're loved and you're here for an important reason right at this very moment. And thanks for being here with me. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.